Hey, what's up everyone? I got the 2005 Civic DX here, 1.7 liter, and I was driving home Christmas Eve and started getting some sputtering, lost power, was cutting in and out on me. It was about a mile from my house. Check engine light popped on. I was able to get it home, took out the code reader, and found out we have an issue, must have gone out, with the cam sensor. It's going to be right here, this guy right in here. So let's do a video, little how-to on how to swap it out. So first thing I always do, of course, disconnect the negative cable. I've had some bad experiences over the years with not disconnecting that and blowing fuses and stuff, so that's not fun. So here we got this little, pops right off this little panel here, and we have the coil packs and all the wiring to it. And what we're going to need to do here is take all these tins off, free all this up, so we can loosen up this valve cover here, and we're going to want to be able to bring it up so I can get this plastic cover out here, and then we'll get into that, open that thing up. So I'm going to take these off right here, and I'll be right back. So all the tins are pulled now. We pulled all of them here on the coil packs. We got this loosened up now. Pulled these ones up here. Right here I used a flathead, and I was able to separate these two plastic pieces from each other. And I've already gone ahead and pulled the tins on the top part of the cover here. So what we're doing next is we're going to get into these tins that hold the valve cover on, and we're going to loosen those and pop that off. Alright, so we got those 10 millimeters loose, and I had some issues getting this hose off right here. It's in that tight cram, but I also had to get this plastic piece up off the valve cover, and I was going to try to just lift the valve cover off, but back here there's a little metal part that's kind of holding it down. So what I did was I came in here where the cover is, and I just kind of pried it out here. I was able to lift it up because all those bolts are loose now, so the valve cover lifted up. Pull those out, and let's see, right down in there, right there is gonna be the sensor. Just get my fingers out of the way. Right here is gonna be the sensor, and it looks like it's just a simple 10 millimeter to pull it out. So we'll swap that out. So here's what the actual sensors look like. Here's the old one here. This was the, I assume, factory Honda one, and this is the replacement. AutoZone. We'll see how this works. I prefer genuine Honda, but this is the daily, and this part alone here was $70 with tax. So I'm sure the Honda one's probably in the $100 range, I would guess. So let's install this and see if this fixes the problem. Okay, so I just want to take a moment here and let you guys know. I put the sensor back on down in here. It's just a 10 millimeter. And to put this cap back on, what I did here was got it down in here, and I was able to take a flathead screwdriver and just kind of lift this up and pop it in there. And man, that's a lot easier than taking the whole valve cover off. So little secret for you guys: if you got the room like you do on this DX here, I would just do the screwdriver here, because that popped in no problem and went in really easy. And then I didn't even have to really worry about the valve cover gasket doing anything either, because I mean pretty much all I did was lift it in on this side over here. So cool little trick to help save you a lot of time taking that valve cover off. Got the tins put back on the cover, and we're doing the tins on the valve cover now. When you do these, you want to start from the inside and work your way out as you tighten them. So while I had all that apart, I figured I would pull the plugs, see how my plugs were doing, and looking here, it is definitely time for some new plugs. Right here's my little chart thing. This is in the back of one of the Haynes books I had off of Civic, and it's a cool little deal. It shows you all the different reasons, what they look like, and what's the cause. So we got the worn here, so we're just, you know, we're like the normal worn stuff, so it's definitely time. We're going to be swapping these out next. So we got all the 10s tightened up. Did the 10s on the coil packs. I put all this back together. We got the two 10s up here that hold the throttle cable. We're all buttoned up over here. Put the little cap back on the top of the sensor there. Hooked up all the sensors. I had disconnected these, so I hooked these back up. So got that hose back on. So just the last part here is going to be the cover. And that wraps it up for the camshaft sensor. Pulling it out and reinstalling it. And go take it for a test drive, and goodbye check engine light.